What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Larry Thomas Motivates, back at it again with another inspirational story slash video. Today's topic is going to be the time where I saved a child from drowning. It was one day, I was just outside, just visiting a friend. I'll never forget this day. God bless this person's family. I just hope that grief has been easy for them over time, even though I know it has not been, because I know how it feels to lose a loved one, someone that's dear, near, and close to your heart that you truly care about, and you would never expect to lose them, especially not to death. It's crazy. So I was walking to a friend's house, right? So on the way there, I saw two kids crossing the street, playing in the middle of the street where cars was at. Typical kid stuff that a child would do. We all did it. Let's be honest. We all did it. Playing in the street, we think it's fun and games until something bad or crazy happens. So I go to my friend's house. Fast forward, I come back. One of the individuals that I had contact with before I went to my friends was near a pond, on the side of a pond, crying. I mean, this kid was bawling his eyes out. So I went down there and I was like, hey, what's going on? And he didn't, at first he didn't know what to say. He was bawling, he was crying. He's a young, he's not even a teenager. It's still categorized as youth. This young youth. He was like, my friend is drowning, or he has drowned in the pond. So I immediately looked on each side of the pond to try to figure out if I could see him. Mind you, I looked on this side, I couldn't see him. I looked on that side, I could not see him. I started to panic. So I asked the young man, hey, where do your parents live? So he told me. I immediately ran to his parents' house, knocked on their door, told them the news. I contacted the police department because obviously it's a death, and or at the time I didn't know if it was a death, but it was someone's life in danger, and I couldn't save them myself because I couldn't see where he was at in the pond. So I told them, man, the mom or the family member came out the house screaming. As soon as I go back to the scene where the child drowned, there's helicopters, there's choppers flying around, the streets closed off, the fire department's there. It was crazy. And to go through that experience young, I was 16 at the time. Just imagine how traumatizing that is to go through something like that at such a young age. And this is one of the reasons why I want to push youth to be able to speak up about some of the issues that they're facing. Don't just wait till you get in trouble or you start to have stress and anxiety built up inside of your body where it physically causes you to be sick. Stress is something that can kill you. It can mess up your body. Let's just keep it at that, to keep this short. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is we need to be more aware on where our kids are at. What is our youth being involved in? Because those type of things are very important to know. Just a simple, hey, can you watch them while they go to the park, would have probably prevented this whole situation that I'm talking about here, y'all. But just because of the lack of communication and the lack of knowing where that child was, unfortunately, the child passed away. Rest in peace to the young man. When this first happened, I couldn't get it off my mind. I mean, this pond was right across the street from where I lived at the time of age 16. It was something very hard to go through, and but I thank God for allowing me and guiding me to the right people to navigate through the hard time. I'm a firm believer in God, and I'll be honest, I'm a young black male. Living holy and Christian, it's not easy. I make mistakes daily, but one thing I try to do is make up for those wrongs that I make. It may not come overnight, it may not come with days, it may not come with weeks, but eventually, something that you lack in today will be fixed in the future. You have to believe it. You have to say it. You have to put the work in. You have to be motivated to want to make that change. Change doesn't happen without works. Just like they say in the Bible, faith without works is impossible. They don't work. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about this incident that happened and share some light on it. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the story in the comment section. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great day. I'm gone.